Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Tuesday, number 27 day for this month of June 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. No Connie, Lukong. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people of Ambazonia, one of Ambazonian activists them, we did for Bamenda, we be the worker here and Abdul Karim, he done die following severe torture from the Cameroon occupation forces. This our Muslim brother, when our Mbororo brother we did for Old Town, they call him Tanimu Hamidu. He get a medicine store for inside food market day. Now one of those boys, they work for Abdul Karim back. They be done torture he several times, catchy, release him. Yesterday we done learn say he done die. Now very good activists, now those people the way them be outspoken for people's rights amongst our Mbororo community. May so rest in peace. He done be targeted by Hamzam Dampolo. Dan Dampolo picking when I control Dampolo estate for inside Bamenda, where he work with La Republic for try for set up repeatedly attempt for set up vigilante for inside Old Town for Hausa Quarter. Fellow people of Ambazonia. The Ambazonians People's Rights Advocative Platform with the push for a re-engagement of Ambazonia. This program for re-engagement is a program for tilt Ambazonia towards an attainable solution for our independence as we fight this war for La Republique du Cameroon, and to help us avert the total loss scenario where Ambazonia is currently moved towards slowly, like a slow death or somebody walking with the hands in the pocket into hellfire. As part of this re-engagement of Ambazonia, with the hope, say, it go rekindle hope and sympathy and rejuvenate the support for the international community for push La Republique du Cameroon for a negotiated settlement. The re-engagement of Ambazonia by this platform will be bringing education material to help align Ambazonian narrative, the Ambazonian Liberation War, to the expected international legal standard according to the rule-based system that we are fighting recognition under. This corrective educational system is very important and crucial, as such misconstrued narrative in our struggle and projection of our struggle have given Paul Biya advantage to push forth his narrative against Ambazonia's recognition and made it impossible for us Ambazonia to reassert our struggle as that of the restoration of our sovereignty, not restoration of our independence, because you cannot restore independence. We have never been an independent country that has national sovereignty. We have been a sovereign people, and we have never been a country with a nation that handles its sovereignty. The sovereignty of Ambazonia was handed, the instrument of the sovereignty of Ambazonia was handed to Amadu Ahijo in the Tico airport. That is also a topic of another day, but we'll be bringing to you these education materials that will help us to align ourselves with the international law, because we are fighting for international law, international justice. Our country is based on international design, and we must know the truth, and that is the truth that will set us free. But before that, I want to make a correction for the publication we put them out yesterday for the incident where it take place for Fiango for Kumba, where I been mistakenly put them out a commode for Commercial Avenue. According to our intelligence officer then for Ground Zero, it will be a mistransmission and a miss out of that location, and instead of Fiango, Kumba, I be put on saying for inside Commercial Avenue for Bamenda. But the story will be accurate as reported to us by our network way there for Ground Zero. This veteran way now they lead the vendors them for inside Fiango. That means the people they sell for corner road, then get their own union them, their own leader them also. So this boy with then killy, be being at the target for the arrest. La Republique them terrorism, they become for that place, then get argument with one of the boy the way they catch you go down for prison. That boy, after they argue, they be CC population, it be gather around them, that union, them all they buy and sell and people, then they vendor people, then they be gather around and say, hey, Una no fit can arrest one of us like that. So na way the La Republic they beat them, then go back, then go bring reinforcement. As then go come back, the one for can arrest this same boy. Their leader, he come off ask and say, "Who say una arrest Warren now? What reason? We gonna give some reason. Una no fit just can't begin to arrest people them just because una argue them. They talk for English, for pidgin, una they talk for French. Una no fit just use that one like a motive for arrest them. Just that question in way he question they beat them, they open fire for you, shoot it for your chest, he don't die. Their trade union they call an a veteran. So now member na be one of the leader for the veteran group for vendors and for front market. And our heart go out to all the veterans and all the vendors and the people that they sell for front Fiango Day. And now the story this for Ambazonia, where these Cameroon occupation forces they kill we at will every single day. There are actually more incidents like this in village areas where people are killed along the road, some in farmhouses, some people discover corpses that they cannot identify. This killing machine of Cameroon terrorism is going on a day-to-day basis. Our people are facing an existential threat, and we must take this matter very seriously and mobilize ourselves to defend our cause and be more responsible as we approach this very dire situation. And I'm going to take this opportunity for mobilize our youths them for Insa Fiango, as around they engage with them for Insa Fiango, all the youths them where they want fight for justice for this war veteran the way they run kill them. Me them rise up, me them stand up, me them speak out, me them protest, me them make sure that they fight back for stop the impunity by carrying out self-defense operation. And make the people of Fiango, if some man tomorrow he come up for can represent the same Cameroon government for day, say he been a mayor or he been a senator or whatever name they go choose for call themselves, make una know, say not them, they don't enable this Cameroon terrorism for they do this activity with impunity for create that space for them for come. Identify una enemy them. We don't also see say those Cameroon military attaché them where them be responsible now for the Cameroon their action, because the leaders them, the people there they choose targets for Cameroon their military operation. In they see common nana for Yaoundé. You get now the so-called Clovis and the Kunyam tied to them, where the Cameroon incorporate them within their security network. We see say yesterday this so-called Clovis, this terrorists, where they call for targeted killing, assassination, and collective punishment, including burning down of villages of our people. He get meeting yesterday with the so-called senator of Momo, where he named Anui Francis Abi, together with the one for Insa Oku. Then she don't get meeting for you for get advice and for get their support for target community them for Momo, for kill our people them for Insa Momo. So I don't tell una say this Cameroon their military they keep people them, they take instruction now for this so-called senator them and mayor them. Una need the belief. So I hope say the picture for this meeting where this Clovis he go get out with these people them, he go show now who they control the Cameroon military their operation them for ground zero. Who them be responsible for the killing of people them where them be inside the opposition, people the way them be outspoken, people them where them just get different opinion. Now who they be in charge for point houses, for point communities, not only houses, I mean the entire communities for killing. For Momo, when I see him today, I will put the picture for outside so that we're gonna finally know how the Cameroon, their military, they operate and for carry out this, their atrocity them. So fellow Ambazonians, due to limitation of time, we'll never be able to begin put special edition every day. But today I will hit on one of those very crucial miscommunication, misunderstanding we done the day for our struggle. But before I go for that one, I think it'd be best for me for talk about the issue concerning the Nijon Fundi funeral where it will take place for inside Bamenda for Ambazonia. There can be a lot of, as soon as know, when people then they le mumu le food and we they don't get anything for talk, they don't get any rationale or any articulable position, they will just come to accuse people then falsely. When I hear, I don't come out, I don't tell our people then say, it be very important make we allow John Fundi for be buried in Ambazonian soil. If we allow Fundi for be buried in La Republic soil, or go attack a funeral, or for chakara the things them, now we go look like foolish people because we go to give Paul Biya credit. Paul Biya, even though na enemy for Fundi and enemy for Anglophone, enemy for Ambazonia, he don't even give condolence message for Fundi he die. Even for talk say Fundi he be done do some very important thing for that so-called Cameroon. So yiwe Paul Biya na foreigner. Yiwe na ibi wa enemy. It even acknowledge some good things the way Frundi it don't do am. Then even we will come out for the place where Frundi come out. We start the call say, hey, na traitor, na that, we go fight for them, we go destroy things, we go chakara things them. The whole world go to look now we like foolish people. Pobia go to use that opportunity for gather support even for the SDF people them and for your own people the way you know even first be popular. Now this hardline and hate speech, now either make a isolate all man for this struggle. No man, no one even involve himself again for the opposition the way they be you use time for support we, they need the support we. Newspaper they don't abandon we. Because our leader them be so focused for gain support among soldier them. Instead for them for the lead the soldier and for teach them, now the soldier they instead lead them. And they push this hard line for eliminate anybody where they see say it go fit challenge their position. And sometimes just pure foolishness and stupidity, and it must end. We must allow Frundi for be buried in Ambazonia. All Ambazonian faction them, they don't put out statement the way he recognize Frundi a contribution for our socio-political development, except the egg of sea of Ayabacho. Now they don't come out for Lebui, traitor, for ban, for talk me so that them ban a funeral, for starting now for begin accuse Capo Daniel as they always do when they don't get something for talk or they don't defend their position. The next thing they will start blackmail people them. Another thing is spoil the struggle. They don't talk say at the campaign say me people then go for Frundi a funeral. I don't give order and me I can declare, make the public declaration on behalf of Ambazonia for ban Frundi, make it no come for Bamenda. Now me I be follow up those action them. Now me I also make the declaration where I tell our people then say make Frundi it no be buried for Ambazonia. Now so me I get that responsibility now and I must exercise that responsibility and then reverse that ban. This flip-flopping na sign of maturity because they are only for bikini provoke people. When you don't see the light, when you don't your iron clear, you must talk truth. We must always be ready for change our mind when circumstances then change. So I don't approve make Frundi be buried for Bamenda. And I don't advise make all our soldiers them make no man in no pass for them for this step. If you pass for them for this step or you don't get any rationale for defend your action, that means say you don't put yourself for a situation where the population go to look you to be Batman. And I tell you, I say 90% of our soldiers are behind me. And even far more than that in our population are behind me. I don't need for come begin the put organization for try to cover up myself. No. Those people they fight for organization, most of them they don't even get organization at just few man show. The issue concerning me putting a structure is already there, is already handled. But I will not come forth to put it now because I'm more interested in galvanizing international support in what my platform can do for our country. When things are ready, I'll put them to our people. And those who did worry about fundraising, worry not. There is right time for everything. Concerning Frundi, a procession, Aran talk say, una must allow every Ambazonian force withdraw yourself from the background and allow Bamenda in peace during that period. Let our population have the opportunity for pay their last respect. Make una sese una soldier them una respect Frundi because majority of una will start this struggle. Una see even shake have the work of Frundi back. I have a choice be that work of a back. So now Frundi it be start for bring democracy for inside even that Cameroon. At the time when no man will be fit talk. Me personally, I be interview Frundi tawe wa boy they be holy. And Frundi he explain how a poor bear he be taken for catchy. Na man we idan reject bribe. Una sese buna no all man testify. Tawe una ka money for inside back them for office. Then can cash Frundi. Na thing we gendarme. He go key Vanguard how they be make this their argument with the Munazem. Now here way they use them for you like a court case. Say if you no give in, they go put you for prison. Now Frundi he own confession that to me directly Capo Daniel. And I be that release some of my audio then we make una know. So we no fit be foolish for begin deny our own. Now time for we for start begin embrace diversity. If we talk say truly we fight now for a democratic Ambazonia, then we need for no say some people then will never support us directly, but they will support us indirectly. And we can always use allies. So make our people then pay their last respect for Frundi. Now me, I don't give that order. And then they talk na say me Oma must march for day go make me be seen a big man. No, and then the campaign na for that one, but they talk say people must have that right to do so. And I will encourage our people to do so in their own way. Cameroon military, they go try to infiltrate the organization. When I hear na a family and the SDF that make the announcement for sure na say na the organizer, no be Cameroon the organizer. No be Cameroon, and I tell them they not take protection from Cameroon government. If they decide for come for day, make una know say na the Cameroon they the foxy. Because if na Cameroon be the organizer, na them for the make the announcement them. So make man no go fool na say me una start begin call from they say na traitor and all those bad names and fee say go do anything. The people the way they engineer this hate speech, it don't benefit waiting for we. It don't only isolate everybody. Go and look in Facebook today. There is absolutely 0% of Ambazonians who are participating in debate on Facebook. It has been abandoned to AGOFC and Kunyam titles. These are the only two people who are there. Every sane Ambazonian have come out. We have isolated everybody, and that will stop. So make the no go twist my talk. Talks are the campaign for Frundi funeral. Funeral, the campaign for funeral. What type of stupidity is this? They don't lack things for begin the make confusion for Ambazonia. So make our people then wanna focus. When I go see how Bamenda ran quiet. All those harassment for bad, they don't stop because I don't uplift that ban for Brassaris. All places now they say Brassaris inside Bamenda, except for some few places around Tarinkun. And we wanna know say the people they say for they already first get bad heart for una because for man can play Ayabacho come out, go see how they curse Ayabacho for day. For you for bring light and education for your people them. You instead can promote na hate speech, you punish your own people them. Go look at Labu come where they don't stand for fight for we. They suffer for Bamenda pass all side. Where they be supposed to even be more relaxed. You know talk the way Big Mami they move and talk for you, Ayabacho. For inside Labu come there. Big Mami the way they don't come out, open their lassos for sure for Cameroon military. You know go believe. So we must stop all this hate speech. And if they engineer you, me you go begin crush people, tag people like Republic where they no be like Republic. Be careful. Be careful. So fellow Ambazonians, today I want to bring the issue for us about the unification of Ambazonia. The narrative we would put on for us and say Cameroon and Ambazonia have never been one country, never ever before. It has never happened. And the reason we put forward and we articulate is that we don't have a union treaty with La République du Cameroon, so we don't have anything to do with them. This is a radical position that is in direct contradiction with international law. And it makes poor beer to project this our struggle as the creation of a new country called Ambazonia. Something no African country can ever support or any international country can ever support the creation of another country in Africa. This position that even make our own advocacy, it can be lost in the wind. This position, it will be adopted during the period of the SCYL when it be born. This new ideology, where me, Capo Daniel, and define them as the nationalist. I will put the nationalist as Gojidinka, a group, and the new movement of the AGOFC and APLM, because it will be born at that period. It differs from the position taken by the SCNC, the Anglophone movement, and many other movements that have articulated for self-determination for our country. Because of lack of space, I cannot explain all those details here. I will put out a special edition that is focused on defining what is the reality in international law, the international perception, our engagement for these 5 years, what have we learned and what have we have to correct so that we can be on the right trajectory and attract the right attention that will properly define our struggle and win the narrative war that is going on around Ambazonian right of self-determination. For the meantime, we must resist. Yesterday, Ghost Town was fantastic all over Ambazonia. In Kumba, Meme, Ndian, Fako, the Ghost Town was fantastic. Our people are resisting. This shows us that the more we are rational, the more our struggle is standing on a strong foot. Only the truth shall set us free. Capo Daniel, signing out, looking out for you.